Shit. Well, welcome everybody, I'm Killzomzone, and this is part 2 to my ranting war. 9 veterans. 30 minutes. 17. Flat jacket gone. Everything's set. Alright, so where we left off was... Well, honestly, you could literally go anywhere from this. I'm gonna take off my headphones so I can fully concentrate. So from there, you could go from part 1, you could go anywhere. And where I'm gonna go is the fact that, besides the fact that the person that I loved cared more about than anyone else, and I put her as a top priority, and I got her out of her depression, fixed a lot of her problems, and was always there for her. She chose a stranger over me, pissed me off, and get this, the stranger didn't even give a shit about her. To the point where she noticed it tremendously bad. She noticed it so badly that she ended up just stopping to talk with him. Like, she just straight up stopped talking with him. Because he didn't give a shit about her. I mean, karma's a bitch, motherfucker. Oh my god, I took so much pride in that when I heard that shit. It was a beautiful moment. But does it really change what she did? No. And some of you guys in the comments below will be like, well, you don't know what love is. That's a fair assumption. You guys might really think I don't know what love is. But you know what? I'm gonna give you my personal idea of what I think love is.
Reloading.
One sec. Let me get these motherfuckers. Need full concentration. Fuck. Alright, what I believe love is the fact that you feel whole. Because I've always felt like empty inside. Like you feel, now while some of you might not feel it, it's like subconsciously you feel empty inside. Like if you're missing something. It's sort of like a jigsaw puzzle. It is just, well, you can't fill the puzzle without that last missing piece. It looks fucked up now, but once you get that last missing piece, it's amazing.
Topping off, Stamp.
So, yeah, it feels like that little bit inside of you where you felt like you were missing something is finally filled.
Has been destroyed.
Like, you feel whole.
Threat neutralized.
And trust me, you might be saying, well, I feel whole now. No, trust me. It's an entirely different feeling than what you think. It is incredible the way you feel when you have someone that you care about so much and they care about you back. It is, there's sometimes really no words to describe it. Sometimes it's harder to describe how you feel about someone else caring about you that much than it is harder than, fuck, I fucked up. It's harder to sometimes explain how you feel about someone caring about you that much rather than it is to say how much you care about them. Because, let's face it, what's easier? You saying how you feel or you saying how you feel about someone else feeling how they feel? It's a little different. So, I mean, I truly cared about her. And, like, I could go on more about it. Like, I talk to her every day. I think about her day and night. She'd be the one thing that I really felt like I couldn't live without. Like, I literally felt like if I lost her, what am I gonna do? What can I do? It's just one of those moments where you feel lost. And that's surely how I felt. I felt lost as fuck. And, of course, this girl decides to hurt me in the most bullshit fucking way possible. Like, of all ways, you can't just say, you know what, let me break up with him. No, you have to break my heart, and then you have to break up with me. On the day of love, in the month of love. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a bullshit thing, and there is always another choice. Preferably, I would have preferred almost any other choice. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling when you feel that. And then she has the nerve. Oh my god. She has the nerve. When she had him, she didn't date him. Alright, let me make that clear. She did not date the bitch. But when she was thinking of, oh, I might be getting this white boy's dick in me today, fucking whore. When she was thinking that, guess what? Guess what she told me? Oh, I don't love you anymore. All I had was strong feelings. That's bullshit. Don't you ever play with my emotions like that. If you don't love me, I don't even want you to. Oh my god. Don't ever say you love me if you don't mean it. Because I swear to God, I will want nothing to do with you if you mess with me like that. That is meant to messing with me emotionally and mentally, and I will not take that bullshit. Everyone better hear that, because I swear to God, if anyone tries me like that, oh my god, it's bullshit. You don't mess with someone like that. That is the one way you do not mess with someone. That is a horrible thing that's the worst thing you could do. That is horrible. You can't do that. That's bullshit. It is horrible what she did. And do I forgive her? No, I don't. I hold on to that shit because it is bullshit. She hurt me just like my stepfather did. Emotionally and mentally. She didn't hurt me as bad, but I can't forgive her for that. It is a horrible thing. Just like I can't forgive him, I sure as hell won't forgive her. It's a horrible thing what she did.
Got a patrol.
Fuck. It's a horrible thing what she did. And then she brushes it off. Like if she doesn't... Oh my fucking god. Look at what she says. Alright? Let me... Oh my god. I asked her, how would you feel if I came to you and you were in love with me and I tell you, hey, I found another person that I've only known for a week. What happens if I date them? Her response? She literally says, oh, I'd feel really sad. I feel like I'd be betrayed and all that. And then I said, then why'd you do it to me? And she says, I don't know. She's such a fucking hypocrite. She says, oh, I feel betrayed. I feel like shit. But yet she does the same thing to me. Fucking bitch! She's horrible. Oh my god. She is one of the worst people I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. And unfortunately, I was in love with her for the longest. And she is a horrible, horrible person.
Frag out.
You don't mess with someone like that. Of all ways, that's not cool with me. It's not cool. It's horrible. And it's bullshit. I really can't stand it. It's horrible. But, oh my god. I don't know.
I'm dry.
But, and then she makes it sound like it was my fault. What I told you guys is exactly what happened. I missed 3 afternoon calls, and then she fell in love with it. Well, she didn't fall in love, but she ended up having feelings for a fucking, well, a fucking stranger. Now, if that isn't a hoe, I don't know what is.
Contact.
And you could say, oh, well, a whore is a person that goes from person to person. Well, you know what? I think a whore is a person that goes from person to person, which is technically what she did. It doesn't have to be multiple people, but the way she went from person to person is only something a whore would do. Because whores have no fucking emotions, they have no feelings, they have no souls. All they do is they suck dick. That's all they fucking do. That is all they were put on this earth to do, is suck dick.
Confirmed.
That's the only reason why they were put on this earth.
One down.
And why do you think they're so good at their job? Because they're a fucking whore. They break people, they hurt people, but yet, you know what? They're only on this earth so they can be broken in. Fucking bitch. Oh my gosh, she pissed me off so much. She is a horrible person. And of all the ways you could hurt me, you have to hurt me like that. Like, you couldn't have just broken up with me, and then I would have asked the, typical question, why? Because everyone asked the question, why are you gonna do this? Why now? Everyone asked that question. Of course I'd ask that typical question because I cared about her. I'd rather her have broken up with me than have done that. Now, if she would have said, oh, my reasoning for breaking up with you is because I'm interested in another guy. How long have you known him? A week. Oh, you know what? I'm still not going to talk with you because that is still a horrid thing to do. It's horrible. She literally traded in a guy who has gotten her out of her depression, who has been there for her, who has helped her deal with some of her old oppressors, which are people that hurt her. I've dealt with people that have hurt her in the past and made sure that they didn't mess with her again. I have fixed her, helped her so fucking much. She literally would say, oh, you're the only person that understands me, and all this other shit. She'd go on and on and on, but then, yet she does this. And, you know what? No. No, I will never forgive her for it. Because, my god, she is a hoe. And a bitch, slut, you can keep naming the names. Because you know what? I asked people in my school what they thought of that said situation. And all of them agreed. That's a whore. And I agree too. That really is a whore. I even asked girls, and they all said, yeah, that's a whore. Like, there's no way around it. She's a fucking whore. She can keep denying it all she wants. But, what? She's a fucking whore. Fucking whore. Doesn't care about anyone but herself. And, you know what? It'll be funny when she watches this video. Because you know what? When she watches this video, if she watches this video, I'm gonna say this. Fuck you! You bitch! You horrible, horrible piece of shit. And don't say, oh, well, this was on you and all this other shit. I don't care. That's old past. But I still hate you for it. So, I'm happy that I don't have to deal with your ugly-ass bitch self anymore. Because now...
Confirmed.
Now I can actually find someone that can make me happy. Probably happier than you ever made me. Because, you know what? People like you don't deserve love because all you do is misuse it. You misuse people's feelings. People like you don't deserve love. And you can make the argument saying, oh, well, everyone deserves love. Bullshit. When you mistreat it like that, of all ways that way, no, you don't deserve love because, one, you don't know what love is. Two, you don't know how to handle said situation if someone's in love with you.
Friendly UAV inbound.
You're just a horrible person, and I am happy I don't have to deal with your bitchy self anymore.
I've destroyed your UAV. Dropped it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so
On your feet.
just a little pissed. Just a little bit. It still affects me to this day. I mean, I still have, like, depression from it. I was very suicidal when that happened. And, you know what? She doesn't even understand why. She's like, oh, well... She was like, oh, well, you know... you shouldn't be suicidal over something like that. Well, you know what, bitch? If you weren't even thinking about being suicidal, because she was more depressed than I was. She was not about the breakup. She's... Overall, well, actually, no, I was more depressed, but... I got a little bit better. So, around the time it happened, she was a little more depressed than I was. Until it happened. So, I mean, if she's not feeling suicidal thoughts, then maybe she didn't love me. And you know what? I wish she wasn't a waste of my time. Because, my god, I could have spent that time that I fell in love with her with someone that would actually fucking care.
Throwing frag. Got a threat.
And I don't care if she says she did care, if she does care, whatever. You know what? Go fuck yourself, ho. Go fuck yourself. We already know you all. We already know you do it anyways. Go fuck yourself, fucking bitch.
Contact with weapon. Dropped him. He's out.
Well, that happened.
EKIA.
So what I think love is like you feel whole when you have this person.
Male shooter.
You feel complete. You feel like you literally can't go a day without talking to them, or it's just gonna hurt like a bitch. You feel like missing a call from them
Eyes on
is
enemy.
one of the worst things you could do to them,
Confirmed.
even if you have a good reason for it. You want to just onslaught them with endless amounts of affection. You just want to give them affection after affection after affection, whether if it's hug, kiss. You just want to continuously just be affectionate towards them. You don't want to let them go, no matter what. I mean, you don't want to let them go. You are fine with just sitting there and talking for hours on end, not doing anything else, as long as you're with them. Whether if it's over the phone or in person, you're fine as long as you have them in your presence. You can talk to them for hours and never really get bored. You always have a topic to talk about. And you never want to let them go. Whether if it's you never want to let them go on the phone, you never want to let them go in the terms of the relationship. You just never want to let them go. What the fuck? 3 times by the same fucking bitch! But either way. You never want to let them go. Oh my god, I swear to god. You never want to let... What the fuck?! Okay. You want to see them happy. Whether if it's giving them gifts so you can see the reaction on their face. Even if it's the smallest smile, you know... You literally, the only reward you really want is the satisfaction of knowing that they're at least somewhat happy with the thing that you chose for them. And it makes you, honestly, once you see a text from them, you drop everyone else just to text them. You put them as a top priority,
Eyes on enemy.
and no one really comes close to how important they are to you. There's really not that many. You care about them, you think about them, you dream about them almost all the time. Whether if it's a sexy dream, and you know what I'm talking about, or if it's a regular dream where you're just sitting there and talking. You'll still think, as long as she's in the dream, it's a really good dream. You don't have nightmares when you're in love with them. You feel happy and warm inside. Even if you're having a fight with them, you just feel happy that you could still call them yours. And even though you are getting into an argument with them, you still feel happy that such a person still went for you, no matter how mad you are. You think about them so much, and no matter what, you put them before others. It just comes naturally eventually. And people that you thought could possibly, you know, affect the relationship, you basically shove them away so that you can make sure that the relationship is stable. No matter how hard it is to push those said people away, you do it so that the relationship can last. You think about them, you talk about them all the time to the people that are around you, whether if it's your friends or family. And you don't care how much you talk about them, because honestly, you talk about them probably a little bit less than you really think about them.
Changing.
Like, you think about them all the time. And honestly, you'd be fine with anything. Whether if it's going to their house to just hang out, or if it's just to go to the park, or go to the movies, or even just, you know, sitting on the main sidewalk and just talking. Even if it's on the sidewalk, you're just fine talking with them. And then the moment that that person breaks you and breaks your heart in ways that and makes you feel pain that you never thought you'd be able to feel.
Enemy spotted.
It's truly a pain that you really can't really describe, because let me try to put it into perspective for those that have never really fallen in love. Imagine something as pivotal as your house, alright? You love your house. You sleep in your house. I'm not trying to say I had sex with her, but you get the point. You sleep in your house. You obviously think about your house because you go to school. You think about your house all the time. You want to come home all the time. You basically do everything in your house. And imagine if one day you were to come home and your house was burnt down.
Shoot her down.
Just imagine, like, everything that kept you happy, everything that kept you sane, everything that kept you happy, sane, and even happy, more than probably anything else can, subconsciously.
Contact with weapon.
And it's gone. It's just gone, like, without warning. And no matter how much you can beg for it to come back, you can beg for hours for it to come back. Which I didn't do that, but you get the point. You can beg for hours for your house to come back. But can you really build your house back from ashes? My point being is that I really did love her. She was
Confirmed.
someone that I could see, like, she was marriage material. Like, honestly, if they said right now, well, not right now, but like back then, when I was with her, if they would have said, would you marry her? I'd say yes. Because there's no one else that really understood me like she did except my friend Natasha. And no one else has really understood me like she did. And we did things that no one else that I haven't really done with anyone else, and she was something truly special. So yeah, she was marriage material to the. It was really,
I'm dry.
really sad for me, and it was just sad for that to go. It sucked. It was horrible. It hurt a lot. It affected me for a long time. And for some reason, she never understood why that thing was so messed up. She never understood. Well, she's a fucking dumbass then.
Reloading.
She's a fucking dumbass. And
Single shooter.
if they would have said, yeah, would you marry her? Yeah, I'd marry her. If they said, would you fuck her at this moment? Back then, yeah, I would fuck her at that moment. And if they said something along the lines of anything, like anything that would mean for us to be happier, I'd do it. To the point of where we were already thinking of going to the same college. Because, well, I said I was going to go to a certain college, and she said, oh yeah, I'll go to the same one so I can be with you. I was like, okay, whatever. That's cool. Because, I mean, like, I'm just going to be quite frank. Not everyone can afford a crazy-ass expensive college. So, you know what? I'm going to go to a certain college, and I don't give a shit. I don't care what the college is. I'm just going to go. So, she was going to come. Well, she wanted to. And we were going to be, well, and the plan was that we'd be together. So, it truly did hurt a lot. She never understood why it hurt. And to this day, it still has affected me. I can't really trust anyone like that again for fear of getting hurt, because I don't want that pain anymore. It hurt. And it's not fair to the people
Kill confirmed.
that I would date in my future. anyone that I would date in my future, it's not fair to them.
Shoot her.
It's not.
Shoot her
And
down.
she's truly affected me, my future, and anyone that I can be with. She is such a bitch, and I am fine with saying that online, that Haley Broadhead is a bitch. I don't care.
Hostiles have destroyed your unit.
I'll say it. She's a bitch. She hurt me, and
Stitched him up.
one thing that I started wondering when it first happened was, where did it go wrong? Was it something I did? I just started blaming myself.
UAV awaiting order.
And now I know it was nothing to do with me.
Throwing
It was
grenade.
just her being a bitch, a whore, a horny ass motherfucker who just wanted an extra dick. That's all she wanted. Fucking whore.
Hostiles have destroyed.
Could have fucking bought her a dildo and probably would have satisfied her. Fucking
I'm
bitch.
dry.
And now I've been close to falling in love with other people since the event. I'll just call it the event. I have been close to falling in love with people since the event, but for fear of breaking, for fear of being broken again, whether if it's on purpose or accidental, I can't risk it. I literally had to stop myself from falling in love with someone, because I can't really
Change it.
get those feelings anymore without fear of getting hurt again. Now, here's something that I thought I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it.
Enemy with weapon.
Back then, I believed in... I know this sounds weird, but I believed in this thing that my friend had told me. Which was that the only way you can fall in love is if you love the person in all four aspects. And I was like, what do you mean by all four aspects? The way he explained it, which I kind of believe is right. Listen to this. The four aspects are 1, personality. 2, your appearance. 3, your appearance with clothes on, and your appearance with clothes off is number 4. So number 1, personality. Number 2, appearance. Number 3, appearance with clothes on, and appearance with clothes off is number 4. So I brought that up to Haley. Whatever. And I loved her personality. I loved her appearance. I loved the way she looked with clothes on. And then I did 4 aspects. I don't care. I don't care. I will say it. I did the 4th aspect with... I've shown her my 4th aspect. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. And she's done the same thing. And I'm not going to say that I fell in love with her because of the 4th aspect. I'm going to say that I fell in love with her because all 4 aspects, I still thought she was beautiful in all 4 aspects. And I honestly thought she wasn't flawed. Even with her scars, I still thought she was beautiful in all 4 aspects. So, yeah, I kind of fell in love with her for the 4th aspect. But I also kind of fell in love with her for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And
Stand by.
same with her. That's the same thing. That's the same way it happened. And I'm fine with saying that I did that. Because you know what? I don't regret doing that. I do regret me
Shot out.
getting too deep in without, you know, properly checking to see if she actually did love me. Because when she said, I don't love you, all I had is strong feelings, that's like the 3rd heartbreak. Because her first heartbreak was, you know, obviously her choosing the stranger over me on Valentine's Day. 2nd heartbreak was a week later when I said, so he won't be a problem? She's like, yeah, he won't be a problem. Well, her feelings manifested and she had bigger feelings for him. So, yeah, 2nd heartbreak. 3rd heartbreak, it's sort of a 3rd heartbreak, sort of not. It's sort of like mixed in with the second one and kind of a third one on its own.
Over.
And that one is the one where she told me she didn't love me anymore. Or she probably never did. But you just know, my god, it pissed me off. Ugh. Whatever. It's whatever. I can't. I wish I could change the past. And I unfortunately can't.
Frag out.
Nothing I really can change about it now.
Got a threat. He's out.
Ugh.
Sales, your mission directive has been
Well, that
achieved.
brings an end to this video. Huh.
Throwing frag. Grenade. Move.
Yeah, so I loved her. She misused my love. Emotions, my feelings. And will I ever be able to trust anyone again? I don't know. But enough about me. This video was dedicated to Unlockable Stories. So yeah, with Unlockable Stories is an awesome channel. It's a storytelling channel. It's a lot of fun, and I love the channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be in the description below. So don't forget to also subscribe to Enter the Dragon for some more gaming content. To like this video if you did. Don't forget to share this somewhat heartbreaking video with your friends. So with that, guys, I bring this heartbreaking video to a close. I am Killzomzone, and I am unfortunately out for now. Gotta love you guys. You guys are awesome. Peace. Gotta get more in here because my webcam. I think I might have fucked up by it being too far. But peace.